All right. We are recording this, so there will be a replay for those of you that need it or have someone that you'd like to share it with. But welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. I know 5 o'clock on the East Coast can be a little bit of a rough time. My name is Devin Shaw, and I have the great privilege of speaking to you about this incredible opportunity with Green Compass in the hemp-based wellness industry. All right, I want to just kind of briefly introduce myself. This will only take about 15, 20 minutes of your time, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. So, like I said, my name's Devin. I am a nurse anesthetist. I've been doing anesthesia now for about 10 years. I am a busy father of 3. I have an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, almost 6-year-old actually, and a 2.5-year-old. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Colleen, who is an oncology nurse practitioner. And we got started with Green Compass about 2.5, 3 years ago, kind of around when the company got started. And honestly, we were very intrigued initially, just so you know, just by the science, just by the fact that people had no idea what CBD was. Because if you're like me, I just thought it was marijuana. Colleen, my wife, what sparked our interest were a lot of her patients were benefiting from CBD. They would mention to her how much it helped them with the anxiety and stress of their diagnosis, their trouble sleeping, using creams for their neuropathies, like all these things. And I was like, oh yeah, that weed stuff I hear, it's awesome. So if that's you and that's what you're thinking, I promise you, I was the same. But it just took a little research to really find out that this is very different. Okay, so I just want to address that elephant in the room. Hemp and marijuana are 2 different plants, both from the cannabis family, but 2 vastly different plants. All right, hemp actually has high amounts of CBD and low amounts of THC, where marijuana is the opposite. Marijuana has high amounts of THC, low amounts of CBD, and THC is that psychoactive component that creates that high. Think about it as like wine and grape juice, right? Both from grapes, 2 vastly different effects. So everything here that we are dealing with is legal. When the Farm Bill passed at the end of 2018, beginning of 2019, that made all hemp-derived CBD products federally legal in all states. All right, so this is why you've seen that large boom over the last few years where you start to see it kind of all over the place, kind of taking over. It's not that these are illegal things. These are all legal. You don't need a script. You don't need a medical marijuana license. There's no license required, none of that kind of stuff. It's merely just a supplement that nourishes what's called your endocannabinoid system. Because doing what my wife and I do, I promise you we had all the hesitations you could ever imagine. I promise you we doubted every little bit about this whole industry because it was just lack of education. So hoping to shed some light on the industry, what we have going on at Green Compass and what this is all about here. Because one thing that caught me off guard was I Googled immediately, what does CBD help with? And all of a sudden you get this ridiculous list of things, right? It's like 20 different things. And I'm like, okay, all the medical textbooks I've gone through, all the notes, all the courses, all that stuff, like doing anesthesia, how come I've never really heard of this, right? Really had to do with the fact that hemp was illegal and they couldn't really study these things. The endocannabinoid system wasn't discovered till the mid-90s. And yes, you have what's called an endocannabinoid system. I'm just gonna briefly touch on this, just a few key points that really help me understand it. Hopefully it helps you understand it a little bit too. Because I wanna know, how does this one thing help with all of these different things? And it comes down to the fact that you have what's called an endocannabinoid system. You have this system in your body because you all humans, all mammals actually produce cannabinoids. You can Google anandamide, A-N-A-N-D-A-M-I-D-E. You can Google 2-AG, 2 of the body's primary cannabinoids. They're produced when you are exercising, that sweat breaks, you get that quote unquote runner's high. It's now being found to be more and more of these cannabinoids and less of the endorphins that were previously studied. It's produced in breast milk. All right, so babies that are being breastfed are typically more common than babies that are fed with formula because of these cannabinoids that are produced in the mom's milk. Guys, we all produce this stuff. It is safe. That's what I love about this, because when this comes to this business, you get to help a vast array of people and pets. All mammals have what's called an endocannabinoid system. All mammals benefit from these products. It helps children, elderly, middle-aged, male, female, pets. We have dogs, cats, horses that are customers. It's pretty dang awesome. And the results have been incredible. I promise you this, doing what my wife and I do, we would have stopped a long time ago if we weren't actually helping people, if we weren't actually helping pets. I promise you, we hold ourselves to pretty high standards. Doing anesthesia, her taking care of oncology patients as a nurse practitioner, we would have stopped, I promise you. But it was the testimonials from so many people that we were providing these incredible products to that just became the driving force of why we love talking about this. Because when it comes down to it, as healthcare professionals, we love to help other people. So that's really how we got started in this. That's really why we decided to really shout this.
Oh, I'm looking at it.
And oops, sorry, someone muted there. And that's kind of how it all got started. So you have this endocannabinoid system. You're like, all right, that sounds great, dude, but how does this actually work? So your endocannabinoid system is built into all of your systems in your body. It's in your nervous system, your endocrine system, it's on your skin, it's in your pulmonary system, it's literally everywhere. What it's meant to do is create a balance within each of those systems in your body. So just a quick analogy, one I can relate to as a dad, think about yourself as a Christmas tree, right? And it's Christmas time, getting wrapped up with all these different strands of lights, and each strand of light is a different system in your body. So I relate to this very much so because Christmas lights can be frustrating. But when you get all the lights on the tree and you go to like flip the switch on, waiting for that Clark Griswold moment, all these lights to pop on, it's going to be beautiful. What happens? There's always one dang strand that just doesn't light up. So now imagine that's your nervous system. All right. And when your nervous system is a little out of balance with different neurotransmitters and it's not functioning well, what happens? You have trouble with stress. You have trouble with anxiety. You have trouble sleeping. So when you use CBD, when you use hemp-based products, you're nourishing this endocannabinoid system that is going to create a balance in that nervous system. It's going to turn that light on. It's going to turn your whole tree on, and you are going to feel like your best self. This is why it helps with so many different things. Because maybe for me, it's my nervous system, but maybe for someone else on here, it's your endocrine system, or it's your pulmonary system, or whatever it may be. That's the strand that it's going to create balance. It's going to create balance in all of them. So you yourself are going to feel like the best self you've ever been. And that's why it helps with so many different things. That's why it's safe. That's why we recommend, these products for a wide variety of different things. And that's what makes it so cool. So why Green Compass? We researched a ton of companies. All right. We wanted to make sure we aligned ourselves with the best. Of course, doing what we do, we couldn't just pick a random company and go. We did a lot of research. And there are 4 things that we really loved about this company. Number 1, all the products are USDA certified organic. That is not easy to get. That takes a lot of testing. It's not easy to get. And all of the farms, all the products are USDA certified organic. That's a really big deal, especially in an industry where the FDA found 91% of the CBD products are falsely labeled. Think about that. 9 out of those 10 bottles you see up on the shelf anywhere you go, whatever's in the bottle is not what's on the label. You don't know what's in it. It's not regulated by anyone. So you have to be very careful with where you get it. Which brings me to our favorite thing is that they're super transparent. So how can we tell what's actually in this product? Every single product has a QR code right there. Take your phone, you scan it. What's going to pop up on your phone is a third-party lab testing report. It's going to be a certificate of analysis that's going to tell you exactly what's in it, more importantly, what's not in it. If you want it to be THC free, it's going to show that there's no THC detected. If you want it to make sure there's no heavy metals or any pesticides, guess what? That certificate of analysis is going to show you how clean this product is. USDA organic, super transparent. They're partnered with the University of North Carolina. We love that they're research-based. They're at the forefront of all the research that they're doing at the University of North Carolina. We have a medical advisory board that heads up all this research, which we absolutely love. And this company is vertically integrated. What that means is they own every step of the process, from planting the seed into the ground all the way to this bottle or whatever product hits your door. They own the whole thing. So during COVID, post-COVID, you've seen a lot of issues with supply chain, not being able to get toilet paper, not being able to get all kinds of stuff, right? Where Green Compass, everything is done in-house. We have had no breaks in supply chain. We can control cost. We can control quality. That's a very important thing, especially during these times. We've seen many companies not do well because of supply chain problems, whether they're getting their hemp from a certain place, doing extraction somewhere else, creating their products in a different facility, different company. We do the whole thing. So those four big things: USDA certified organic, they're super transparent, partnered with UNC, and the fact that they are vertically integrated are huge, huge things about Green Compass and why they are so special in this industry. So I'm not going to share a lot about the products because we have many, which is awesome. Because I'll tell you this: nobody in direct sales, nobody in the hemp wellness industry is doing what we're doing. Nobody. And this is what makes it so exciting to be a part of. So the bread and butter of what this company has are these CBD tinctures. Like I said, these are the oils you put under your tongue, you hold it for a minute, gets into your bloodstream, gets to the endocannabinoid system, lights up all your strands. You are a beautiful Christmas tree. You feel like your best self ever. That's how those work. We also have my personal favorite, these nano jellies. We call them jellies because they're better than gummies, all right? Because most people don't know, and this has to do with our partnership with UNC, which makes this special. We are the only company that has USDA certified organic, water-soluble, THC-free jellies. So a really big deal, because all the gummies you see on the market are fat-soluble. And guess what? Only 5 to 8% of the CBD in it actually gets to your bloodstream. These being water soluble, about 90% of it actually gets to your bloodstream. So that way they're super effective when you eat it, because it goes through a whole different system, and they're very, very effective. And that's what we love about them, because they actually work. Because we've heard many people, I tried CBD, didn't work, but they got at the gas station for $10 and they don't know what's in it, So you want to make sure you're trying products that are safe, you're trying products that are great, and you're recommending them too if you're part of this business. Also have my favorite topical ever, this reduced pain cream. It is by far the best thing I've ever used for my back pain, knee pain. I played soccer in college. I got many injuries. I have an ex-NFL player who's a neighbor, used to play for the Saints. He buys a ton of this stuff. He absolutely loves it. And he's tried every type of pain product out there. And this is his go-to. So that says a lot. The CBD is an amazing anti-inflammatory. We just launched a skincare line that's infused with CBG, that's infused with cannabinoids. Guys, nobody is doing this stuff. We have a collagen line with CBG, with cannabinoids, that are also going to be able to help light up that Christmas tree, but also make you feel beautiful from inside and out, because collagen has many, many benefits. All right. So the products are amazing. This company is awesome. I promise you, we would have stopped a long time ago if these products weren't helping people, but that's been the best part about it. The science is really cool. It's what really sucked us in. But this business can change your life. I know that because it's changed ours. My wife and I worked a lot of hours, 50 plus hours a week. We have 3 little kids, burned out. We're always sick. We were missing our kids, dance recitals. We were missing our kids' events at school. It sucked. We knew something had to change. And I think a lot of people now are looking for other ways to make money, other ways to create freedom, a virtual business where you don't have to worry about a virus coming out and shutting down the storefront, right? What we have here is the perfect match for all of that, because now my wife only works 1 day a week as a nurse practitioner. She's able to be home a lot more and more present with our family, with our kids. I now only do anesthesia 2 to 3 days a week. Would have never imagined this even possible. 2.5 years ago, guys, I want you to know, I do anesthesia for a living. I put people to sleep so I don't have to talk to them. But we started this business. We saw people loving the products. It's hard not to talk about things that are incredible. It's hard not to talk about things that you become passionate about. And that's why we're here. This business, we've seen it change so many people's lives. All right. And it's because not only is this a new company, this is in a new industry. That's a recipe for success right there. We're not another skincare company that's coming out and we're brand new, trying to compete for market share. We're not another athleisure company jumping in, trying to compete for market share. We're literally defining the market share for the entire CBD industry, the hemp-based wellness industry, and it is so dang exciting. Give you an idea here. The CBD industry is currently a $5 billion a year industry. Forbes projects it to be a $20 billion a year industry by 2025. The collagen market is projected to be a $17 billion a year industry by 2028. The skincare with cannabinoids, the CBD, CBG skincare industry is projected to be a $3.5 billion a year industry by 2026. And over 55% of all direct sales companies, all this stuff was just reported recently, are in decline. Year number one, Green Compass was projected to have $500,000 in sales. We had 12 million. Year number two, during a pandemic when the whole world shut down, companies were going bankrupt left and right, we more than doubled year one. Year number three, we more than doubled what we did for year number two. And right now, we are way on pace to more than double what we've already done last year. It's like being on a rocket ship. But the beautiful thing is, this is going with or without all of us. It doesn't matter if you're a part of it, doesn't matter if I'm a part of it, it's going. So why wouldn't you want to be a part of something like this? You would much rather be a part of this industry, I promise you now, than 5-10 years from now. Maybe you heard about it now, but in 2026, when all of a sudden you see Green Compass literally as a household name everywhere, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I remember I was on that Zoom. I should have totally jumped in. You don't want to live with that regret. In life, you rarely regret the things that you do. It's mainly the things that you don't do. Okay. So with this business, you have what is a virtual franchise. It's so smart. We looked into getting involved in the wholesale CBD industry. That's a lot of money. Then we have a lot of products in our house. We got to figure out what to do with them. My wife and I are in healthcare. Like, we've never had our own business. We've never done anything like that before. Like, what are we going to do? This is all done virtually. This is all done from your phone, from your computer. Green Compass takes care of all the overhead, everything. You have your own website the moment you sign up. Somebody orders from your website that's built for you, maintained for you by Green Compass. You don't have to do anything. They order from that website. Green Compass is going to ship it to them. You don't have to deal with the products at all. If you don't want to have any products in your house, you don't have to. The only products you are going to have are the ones that you fall in love with, which I guarantee there's going to be many of them that are going to help you and family members that you're going to want. But if not, there's no minimum purchase requirement. You don't have to have products. Everything goes directly to the consumer from Green Compass. But if it goes to your website, you're getting a piece of the commission. You have your own virtual franchise. You have your own business. My favorite part is tax deductions. This now becomes a giant tax deduction for you because it's your own business. You write off your phone bill, your internet bill, miles you put on your car, a new computer you get, office space, all that. It's an amazing way to have your own business. There's no overhead. This is a consumable product. People are reordering it every month. Once you have the best sleep of your life, you don't want to not have the best sleep of your life. So we have over a 75% customer retention ratio. E-commerce on average is like 30%. These are products that are helping people. People are reordering. It's consumable. It's already advertised for you. There's signs everywhere, all that kind of stuff. But you become basically a pioneer of the industry. You get to become an educator of the industry, and you have a lot of help. You aren't in on this alone. You have a full support system, a family. The moment you join, you're part of the family, and we show you what to do from minute one. If you want to jump in and run, we're there with you. We're there to help you be successful. That's what makes this so fun. It's the community, it's the culture, it's the family. It was an unexpected, amazing bonus for us when we joined this. We had no idea how amazing the community and the support would be. And it's just awesome. So don't worry. If you've never done it before, we never did either. Never even posted on social media, never even talked to people. I promise you, if my wife and I can have success, you can too. There are so many smart, intelligent, hardworking, successful people that have jumped in with Green Compass because they understand how smart this opportunity is. Nurses, teachers, doctors, stay-at-home moms, lawyers, pharmacists, financial advisors, real estate agents, people in the service industry, the retail industry. Very successful people are jumping in on this because they understand how amazing this opportunity is. So if you want to be a part of it, there's 3 different options. One is $49. Guys, that's it. I'm a really cheap person, and I was very happy about starting this business compared to the thousands of doing this wholesale. $49, you have your own business. You have your website, you're up and running, you're good to go. Most people want to try the products. I'd recommend you try the products because people are going to ask you, what was that like? What was this like? It's always better when you've actually tried them. So we have a $299 package, which I'm sure you probably spent more than that on Prime Day. All right. I know I did, without batting an eye. And that $299 kit is going to come with over $600 worth of products. And now we just launched our brand new sleep jellies. They are going to come, they just launched 2 days ago. They're going to come for free in this kit. Then we have a package that's $499. That comes with $1,100 worth of products, more of the tinctures, more of the jellies, more of the creams, all kinds of awesome stuff. And because they just launched this new product, you not only get the new sleep jellies, you get their digestive health jellies too, for free. So $49, $299, or $499. Depends on how many products you want to start with to have on your own. These are for you to try, get your own testimonial so you can start sharing, or maybe you give some to friends and family. I'm going to leave you guys with this right now because it's one thing that haunts us to this day. We talked about it the other night. We watched a similar presentation when we were looking at all this, and we almost said no. We were like, we don't have time. We've never done this before. We're introverted. We almost said no. It's very easy to say no. But I'll tell you, all of your doubts will kill more of your dreams than failure ever will. We thank God every day that we said yes to take a chance to try something new on this opportunity. You have nothing to lose. There's no risk. You have everything to gain. So if you're even remotely considering it, I strongly urge you to give it a shot. So thank the person who invited you to check this out. It could very well have just changed your life, much like it has for us, much like it has for so many people. I talked longer than I wanted to. I do that, and I'm sorry. But I hope you got some good information. If you have questions about the products, the company, the business, the science, reach out to the person who invited you to this. All right. We'll get all the questions answered. We're here to help. You guys have an awesome day. Hope to see you soon.